To call the atmosphere here charged would be doing it a disservice. It is positively electric in this place as we get you set for postseason baseball on the show. It's Game 1 of the American League Championship Series between the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. What's this lineup got to do tonight to get a W on the road, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Darren James gets his first opportunity now in the top of the first with nobody on. Here's the first pitch to him. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. So let's take a peek at the umpiring crew working this one. Behind the plate is Eric Summersgill.
Well, I think Summersgill is pretty well liked as an umpire, but if he gets any gruff, it seems like it's often coming from right-handed batters on pitches they don't think they can reach. I'm curious if we'll see any of that in this one.
Come on, kid. See and drop.
Boy, tough to lay off, but he's glad he did. It's 1-2 now. You got to figure that man right there would be more than happy to see this guy at the plate taking his swings with 2 out and nobody on all night long.
So would the guy on the mound.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one.
Come on now, one side right here.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. So the Yanks go. Settling in now, Felipe Macias. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Right now.
Ground ball left side. Backhanded from deep in the hole.
Oh, he's safe.
And the throw will not be in time, as I don't think he was going to get him anyway, but a fine. Coming to the plate now, Darren James, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
And that's in there, base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score. And on the play, the runner moves into scoring position now at second. Joe Roth is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. Woody Francis stands in. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out. The windup and the 0-1. shows bunt as he gets this one down. And the throw is too late. He's on with a beautifully placed bunt single.
There aren't too many.
Darren James will stand in. A strikeout victim his first time and then a base hit last time around. First pitch of the at-bat. Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. A quick out number one.
Up next for the Yankees,
Darren James is set to get us started for the late innings of this one.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Behind on that one, now behind in the count, 0-1.
Hey, let's go, big fella.
Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
Well, nothing wrong with that.
Hey, come on
as
now,
much as
big
it
dog,
pains me
get
to
the
say,
pitch.
the pitchers have the right to work inside.
Hey, come on, big dog, get your pitch.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Should be no trouble for Bradley, and there's out number one. Jackie Bradley Jr. steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the seventh.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
Rocket to third, and that'll get down for a base hit. So it goes after the first pitch, and it's early trouble here this half of the inning.
They've let these guys keep hanging around.
Andrelton Simmons steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. The 1-2 pitch. Hit to third. James takes it in. Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning.
third baseman,
Jackie Bradley Jr. ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Oh, and he lays one down here, and this is going to be a tough play. Throw not in time, and he beats it out for his third hit tonight. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. But this.
After some high drama in game one, a capacity crowd on hand here, and they're definitely making their presence felt. It's the second game of this ALCS between the New York Yankees and the Detroit Tigers. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, an important ball game coming up here in game two.
Yeah, and I think it's worth remembering right here that once you get to the postseason, it's not always the best team that wins. It's the hottest team that wins. And these guys got a good road win in game one, and they're going to be looking to build on that one right here.
Set for what should be a good one. Lineups and first pitch are next. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field.
And now, your
So now let's take a look at Joe Girardi's lineup for the visiting Yankees. Who stands out to you, EK?
Well, I'm excited to see if that man hitting sixth can keep it going. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on the board.
Stepping in, Darren James. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Let her rip. Here we go. Here we go, baby. Find a good pitch. Nope.
Now a fastball a bit too low
Ball
here.
one,
It's
no
ball
strike.
one. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
Come on now, big dog.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate.
No, he's in there.
Can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Runners on first with one down. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Carl Dixon.
Well, Matt, I think Dixon has sometimes been thought of as a hitter's umpire. The book on him is that he can be a little bit tight on the edges of the strike zone. We'll see if that's the case.
He pulls this one into right. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night. The relay, and he is in there. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Standing in now with runners in scoring position, Joe Roth. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys up.
Chu Huntley will take his cuts now, and he is one guy whose bat has not made the transition from regular season to postseason.
Yeah, and he was so good during the regular year, but he's been a non-factor so far in this postseason.
The catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. The relay throw,
Slide.
and they won't come close to getting him. He's in there at third. Charlie Oldham will stand in, coming off a great performance in the Game 1 victory.
And he really is the X factor in this lineup. If he can stay hot, they're going to have a good chance of pulling this thing out.
Smoke on the ground left side. And a sliding try there at third, but it skips by him, a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's a 2-0 ball.
All right, come on now, one time, let it fly.
Darren James gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2.
James.
Hey, let your can up there, huh?
Ground ball sent back up the middle.
go, put it
And
on,
the
put it
2-out
on.
threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Yanks strand a pair. Bottom of the second inning coming up. All square. Into the box, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike one. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Come on, guy.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Let her rip, let her rip.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
Yeah, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
Oh, high, deep. That is a moonshot, folks. A long home run. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. His first homer here in the series, and it's now 5-3.
And this is what you expect when you make it to the postseason. I mean, you expect the guys that have carried you all year to keep on producing, and sure enough, he comes through again and delivers a no-doubter here.
Now to the plate, Darren James. He'll swing it from the left side right here.
Darren James.
Come on, right here one time. Here we go. Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Here comes the first pitch. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1.
As a hitter here, you've got to make him get the ball up. You don't go swinging at pitches that are down in the zone and more likely to turn into double play balls.
A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Come on now.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. Inside with the slider, and that'll back him up a bit.
I'll say this. He wasn't going to get his arms extended on that one.
High in the air and deep to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley, and this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. The runner from second crosses the plate, and he is in there with an RBI triple.
Don't look now, but he's closing in on what might be a historic performance. He's got a single, he's got a homer. Now he's got a triple to go along with the other two. If he could come up with a double next time up, he could put his name in the record books.
Joe Roth digs in now with two already home and a potential third waiting in the wings only 90 feet away.
Well, runs often come in bunches, Matty, and we're going to have to see if that's the case right here. They've got a chance at a big inning.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there. Chu Huntley comes forward now. A home run in his last at-bat.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
Drilled to the right side. And a backhanded reach at first, but he can't flag it down. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third. Darren James will stand in again as we flash you back here to the fourth inning. This was a two-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
Come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
And see it, drive it. Let's go, big dog.
A little bouncer, but it gets foul. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
And that is not good.
Bases are empty, one man out. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Now batting.
Boy, that's a really nice.
Here we go.
Andrelton Simmons comes forward now, and he's got to get on base any way he can with that possible tying run standing behind him in the on-deck circle.
Find a way to get it done. That's what it's all about right here. Big out.
James is there on to first, and there are two down. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed, and he came up with a huge performance here.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head Postseason baseball on the show is in full swing. It's Game 3 of the AL Championship Series between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots to talk about here as we get ready for Game 3.
And guys, you know I don't like the phrase must win if it's not a must-win situation.
Darren James will stand in now for the first time, coming off, well, nothing short of a dynamic performance last time out.
Well, it makes you wonder how they're going to attack him here in this game. I would bet that they're a lot more cautious with him.
Come on, guy. Get your pitch up there.
Pitch out.
Ball.
Nothing doing. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Woody Keller.
Well, Matt, Woody calls a good game more often than not. Although he has been known to get a little flack from time to time about his consistency, especially on the corners of the strike zone. We'll see if that comes into play.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Hey, you can do
Maybe
it.
you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
A little bad luck there defensively.
Joe Roth will dig in now, and he's picked the wrong time of year for his bat to go silent.
Yeah, just one hit in the series so far for him, and they're going to have to get more out of his bat. But he's got to make sure he doesn't press up there, or that average is...
It's through. Let's see if they send him around to try to score. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base. So striding in, number 35, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. Has to be thinking strikeout here. Grounded to the right. Scooped up.
Right here. Find the ball.
The second for one. The relay not in time as he beats the throw by a step.
Well, I'm a little surprised that he wouldn't come home with this.
So stepping in, number 21, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. A dive, but he's back. Runners on first and third, 2 away. And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
Hey, one
Ender
time, right
Inciarte
now.
leans in to do some early damage with the bases loaded. Both the tying and go-ahead runs stand aboard.
Yeah, and a ball deep in the gap right here could bring them all home. So it will be interesting to see if the defense plays just a little bit deeper.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. I have to... Felipe Macias makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. hit to third. James scoops it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's one gone here to start the second.
Batting
Darren James digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
First delivery to him on the way. Chop foul right at home plate.
Hey, stick to your plan up there, kid. Get your pitch and drive it.
Outside at 94, 1 ball and 1 strike.
Come on, kid. See and drive.
Tapper right back to the mound. And reined in, 1 away.
now
Darren James will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1.
Come on now. One time.
If he would have swung at that, he would have never heard the end of it.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Ranging back is Bradley. He makes the catch. A great effort to get there and record the first out of the inning. Andrelton Simmons will stride forward now. He's bounced out a couple of times already here in the ball game.
Just a little off on his earlier swings, guys. You've got to keep that top hand palm up through contact to keep him rolling over.
James has got it, and the side is retired. 1 hit, 1 left. We'll see 8, 9, and 1 due up in the bottom of inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James. He flew out in his last at-bat.
And I'm sure he'd like a base hit right now here of any sort. But, hey, another fly ball wouldn't be all that bad because he should be able to drive in a run with a sacrifice fly.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Come on now.
Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Hey, 1 pitch right here. 1 out. Hey, let her rip. Here we go.
And he falls behind 0-2.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
Come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Line towards center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch.
Right here, find the ball.
Wow. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third crosses the plate. It's now a 5-4 ball. Leading off the inning, Charles Bunning, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least 1.
Down the third baseline. To his right, James. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
Darren James takes his turn now, looking to add some insurance to their lead in the form of that run standing out at second base.
Yeah, a base hit right through the infield would probably do it, but you can bet those guys in the outfield are going to be coming up gunning if they get any chance at all.
And ball 4 now as he'll take first on the intentional walk.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say.
Into the box, Joe Roth. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, that was a fastball that he hit then, so we'll see if they go after him with hard stuff again.
And that's over 3-1.
Yeah, he needed that one to avoid loading the bases, but it's still a long road back from here.
7 runs, 11 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. Swing and a miss as he went after the slider there, and that'll run the count full.
Clutch up. Drive it in right here. You go.
And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base.
Chu Huntley stands in looking to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can come through with a big base hit here.
Yeah, Matt, but conversely, if the man on the mound can get out of this jam, he'll keep this a very tight game. Big moment right here.
And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. And they're not going to get him as he's in there to score.
And that's what those stat nerds call a high leverage at bat. I don't know what that means, but whatever you want to call it.
Frank Temple will stand in to lead things off here in the 9th, with his guys in danger of falling into a very difficult to escape 3-0 deficit. The windup and the 0-1. Squares around and drops down a good one. And he fans on the barehanded attempt, so that ought to be scored as a bunt single. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was...
In front of a standing room only crowd, this joint is abuzz with activity. It's game 4 now of the American League Championship Series between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. With me are Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, lots of storylines here as we approach the start of Game 4.
And I don't know that I would say that I'm totally surprised that it's 3-0 right now. I mean, I knew they were capable of going on a run like this, but to come in and put it to them the way they have, that's what I think all 3 of us maybe didn't expect. But I just think it shows the character of this ball club. And it starts right at the top. I think it's a really good reflection of the manager that he's got them to where they are right now.
So a moment now to take a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers. Eric, who should we keep an eye on? Darren James gets his first cuts now. The bases are empty, and there are 2 away here in the opening frame.
Yeah, nothing doing so far here. He kind of needs to put up a tough at-bat right here just to make this guy work a little bit.
Chopped weakly to the left. In a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1, 2, 3 go the Bombers. After 1, no score. Settling in now, Felipe Macias. He flew out in his last at-bat. On the ground to third. James comes up with it on to first, and that is 2 quick outs to start the 4th. And with 2 away now, let's have a look at our playoff tree. And our winner here will match up with the newly crowned National League champions, the Atlanta Braves, in what should be a whale of a World Series. Darren James digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game. Sends that one out of play for strike 1.
Yankees still on the lookout for hit number 1 here. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1.
1-1.
And that's taken for a called strike 2.
Now, right back inside with a fastball. This time, he got the call.
Ready on 1-2. Now a ball hit in the air, but in play perhaps down the line. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. We played 4. Woody Francis will step in now. He's bounced out and flown out in his first 2 plate appearances.
Hey, 2 outs here, 2 outs.
Strasburg comes set. Full count pitch on its way. On the ground to the left side. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Tigers leave 1, but they're on top 2-0. Darren James will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ballgame so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Chopped foul wide of first.
That's foul.
And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
Hey, one time, right now.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another
Let
chance.
it rip. Here we go. Hey, come on, big dog. Get your pitch.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
You got to be careful with that inside location on 0-2. The last thing you want to do is hit him.
No runs, 2 hits, and 1 error on the Yankee line score so far. And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Harper retreats to the track, and he'll put this one away. So a sigh of relief as the side is retired. Darren James will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
That's yanked into the stands. Strike 1.
Hey, no one better, huh?
Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
And the Yanks just need that one big hit they've been lacking so far.
Hey, drive him in. We need you right here.
Hit high and deep out to straightaway left. Yelich going back. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Yanks strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Well, guys, as you know, if you're going to pick a time to have a big ball game, you may as well make it happen in the playoffs. And this man right here obviously did. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason, but this was one they definitely needed.
Through the first 4 games, it's been quite a rough and tumble series, and this crowd is expecting more of the same here. It's Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Detroit Tigers and the New York Yankees. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. So a moment now to take a look at the start.
He's been a real story in this series so far, having driven in 7 runs already. He looks really comfortable at the plate right now, especially with runners on base, so I expect he'll have a good one here again.
Here we go.
Drilled to the right side, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
And this will bear watching as the game goes on. You know, if he's going to have success here, a lot of it's going to hinge on how he can locate his sinker. That one's too far up in the strike zone. A belt-high.
Joe Roth set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
Hey, one time right now, kid. Here we go.
And another throw over. And he'll get back in safely. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1 left. Charles Bunning will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second.
No one down here.
Grounded to third. James scoops it up. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Darren James, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway.
And you know, these guys were shut out last time out. And hey, that's going to happen here in the postseason. I mean, it's not like you're facing these journeyman number 4, number 5 starters anymore. Once you get into the postseason, it's the best of the best. You're seeing number 1s, number 2s, and you know, they've got another tough assignment here. But hey, no question, this offense has to get going if they're going to hang around in this series at all.
Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2.
Hey, one time, right now.
He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Turned on down the line.
Come on, beat it out, beat it out, beat it out.
Simmons on to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board. Here goes for naught. More coming up from Game 5 after this.
Come on now, put her in play.
Darren James digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Well, maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
And the runner back.
Just keeping an eye on it.
Looking to minimize the damage here. Oh, got him a swing out of his shoes on that one. 0-2.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
You can do it.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Throw over to the bag, and the runner back easily.
Keeping him close.
Here's the 0-2.
Hey, you got it. No one better.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So striding in, number 12, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield.
One time right here.
off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball.
So often, playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Let it fly. Let's go right here. Hey, your pitch, your pitch.
That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
All right, come on now. One time. Let it fly, buddy.
Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2.
Here you go. Let it fly right here.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance.
Come on, big guy. Get your pitch, huh?
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
And this is where he gets so tough. He's seen everything you've got, but you still got to make one more good pitch to get him out.
Come on, big guy. One time. Here you go.
He got him, and it'll probably take a base hit now to get that runner across from third.
Boy, I'll tell you,
Darren James makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
That's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
Right here. Hey, your turn. Drive him in. Keep it going.
Ripped on the ground to first.
Get
He'll step on first for the out, and the ball game is over.
And you know what? I don't care who you're playing. You know, it's never easy to go out on the road and win any game. So that was a great effort by them in every phase of the game.
Before we take our leave, time for a look at our final line score here in what turned out to be a close 2-run victory. And, boys, probably a handful of deserving candidates for our top player of the game. The crowd is ready to erupt as their guys get set to take the field. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci. Coming to the plate now, Darren James, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Into the seats, 0-1.
Come on now, one pitch right here.
Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Well, you figure that curveball is going to be an important pitch for him going forward.
Yeah, I think it might even tell the story of how well he fares here tonight, because he's going to need to mix his speeds against a lineup like this. And once they start sitting on pitches, it could be trouble.
Skied in the air to straightaway left. Yelich is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now. Christian Yelich will dig in here, and it's been a series to forget for him so far as you see the numbers there.
And with these guys just 1 game away from going home, he may not have too many more opportunities to turn things around. He's got to make every at-bat count from here on out.
James is up with it, and a rather easy first out.
Batting fifth, designated hitter.
Darren James is into the box as we are all set to begin the 3rd.
And you know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
Gray's ready. Here's the first pitch.
Wait for your pitch up there.
Hit hard back up the middle. And a base hit now as that's how the 3rd inning gets underway.
Well, this is already a...
Joe Roth is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Not in time as he steals second.
We've seen him use his speed more than once here this postseason, and he's on the run again here as he gets into second with the stolen base.
Hey, see you to rip it up there.
Now a pickoff play at second.
He's safe.
A dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
He's set. Here's the 2-2. Too high. Ball 3.
Yeah, and that's not the pitch you want to throw on 2-2. That was so high, he didn't even have to think about swinging at it.
Skied into straightaway right. Moving under it, Harper. One down.
Fly.
The tag, and he is out at third base. It's a double play.
Here's where I think he overestimates his speed on the bases. He thinks he can just turn on the jets and coast into third, but he gets a rude wake-up call here as they tag him out for the double play.
Darren James will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far.
Don't be afraid. Let it fly one time.
Ooh, he saws him off with that
Round
one.
it. Pick up the ball. Pick up the ball.
On to first, but it's too late as the first base umpire says they just missed getting him at the bag.
And if this is almost...
Joe Roth digs in, and we'll see what he can do here with 2 on and 2 out here in the 5th.
Yeah, a couple of ducks on the pond out there looking to make that trip home. This is a big 2-out AB right here, guys.
And a dive, but he's back in.
Right guy, right spot.
And another throw over. And the runner back safely. 2 runs, 7 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. And he misses with it for ball 4. So the bases will be loaded now with 2 away.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully.
Chu Huntley will dig in. 0 for 2. He's flied out and popped out so far.
Just getting under it right now. See if he can make an adjustment and keep that top hand strong this time.
2 balls.
1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
You can see where they want to go to try and get him out. A lot of pitches in on the hands in this sequence. They don't want him to be able to extend.
Harper is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Yankees leave them loaded. They're up 2 to... Andrelton Simmons to stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised.
Grounded down the third baseline. 1 away.
He's out.
Darren James ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
Here you go.
In the dirt here. And he is safe at second base as the decision to move up pays off, and that'll likely be scored a wild pitch. 0-1 count. Here it comes. And boy, big problems here to start this at-bat. It's 0-2 now.
2 good pitches so far, both of them right at the knees. And you got to start thinking center of the diamond here. Shorten up a little bit. You've got to put something in play.
Now an off-speed pitch well inside, and it forces him to bounce away from danger.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. The 1-2 pitch. And this is swung on and missed. And boy, they took care of a key man there. 1 away. Frank Temple will try it again. 0 for 2 with a fly out and a ground ball thus far. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Grounded to third. In time to first, and there are 2 away. Darren James ready to take another shot. Went down on strikes his last time up.
Well, at the very least, he went down hacking. Striking out is one of the many frustrations that go along with hitting, and you have to accept that it's going to happen sometime.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Grounded back up the middle. Macias is there. Throwing to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Oh, this is really a great moment for these guys. They are the American League champions, and now they're going to get a shot to play for the ultimate prize, a chance at winning a World Series.
Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, just the 1 run allowed, but anytime.